Yo, what is going on, everybody? I forgot to do my stick around. So today in the mix, episode 71, stick around. Got my guys as always, Mr. Legion of Comics, Mr. Nix Kicks and Comics. The immortal Biggie Shaq is one of our panel members today. The God MC, NWO for life, brother. And then, of course, it is little old me in a very plaid, very bright shirt. So if anyone needs any trees chopped down in their backyard, just give me a shout. I'll come out, Paul Bunyan style. You know how I get down. And
wasn't he tall though?
This fucking guy already.
It's the return of the immortal Biggie Shaq to motherfucking DJ Linx, dude. Thank you for the invite, man, and shout outs to all of the Linx squad out in the chat tonight, man.
I'm too fat. My button might fly out and hit somebody in the eye. I'm fired up today, man. I'm fired up. I was telling the guys backstage, I ordered some food. I'm like, oh man, feeding for my French fries and ribs from the Chinese spot and my grape soda.
Number 4 special fried hard and shit.
Dude, hell's yeah. So I'm like, yo, delivery. I go downstairs, delivery guy. I get my food. Yeah, I come upstairs like ready to, and then I'm like, why did they put it in a circular bowl? It's ribs. You over here they give it to you in the bag, that little metal bag. Yo, man, I come upstairs. It was some fucking chicken and broccoli and wonton soup, shit that I don't eat, and I just got mad, and I threw it out. How would you have handled that situation, Mr. Biggie Shaq?
Well, sound like you threw a fucking hissy fit. Had a fucking tantrum.
I did.
I would have probably called the motherfucker, said, I need a refund. Fuck my order up. That'd be about it.
I threw a hissy fit. I did throw a tantrum. I had to get on Grubhub. So I started ordering food, and I've done this like 3 times. Ordered Grubhub on the computer. So I had to get on and go through customer service and all this shit. 40 minutes later, I got my $25 back.
Hell yeah.
Golly.
I'm happy. What?
There's no spot close by you. I mean, $25 is a lot of money for like a $12 plate, no?
Yo, that shit is not $12 no more, dude. Yo, just the ribs alone is like $17. It's insane. Yo, order chicken wings how it used to be $1.80 back in the day. Or order chicken wings is like $7. 4 chicken wings.
I thought it was expensive here. It's like you can only get like large fried rice here now.
Mm-hmm.
It's like $9. That's not even good.
You eat Chinese food, Big?
I do. I like sweet and sour chicken. I like jalapeno chicken, General Tso's. There's a couple other ones. I can't think of them all off the top of my head, bro.
Gotcha. That's
all meat.
You say all meat?
All meat. Do you believe that they are cooking cats and dogs, dude?
Nah. I'll be honest. Let's. Yeah, dude, I didn't want to touch that. If it was, I would continue eating it because it's like it tastes good. So I'm not gonna be like
delicious.
Rover, I get down with some Rover.
The meat does look weird. If you buy fucking Chinese and eat it, you see the meat. It don't look like normal chicken and shit. It looks like stretched out and fucking tanned, and it's a little different.
That's why I don't eat the chicken. I only eat chicken wings. Chicken wings and then boneless chicken, breaded boneless chicken. But anyway, let me get to what we got going on.
Nuggets?
Huh?
You mean nuggets?
Small breaded things.
Yeah, you eat chicken wings and chicken nuggets. I got you. Yeah,
gotcha.
Chicken nuggets.
I don't call them chicken nuggets. I call them the delicious children of the chicken tender.
I'll take the boneless chicken wings. You mean the fucking nuggets?
Damn it, Mark. Damn you.
That is a unique take.
Look at that drip. Biggie drip. Ladies and gentlemen, as always, let me just get into the sponsor stuff right here. So, of course, today's episode and every episode is sponsored by Jose Gonzalez over at Spidey's Powder Tumblers. For all your custom-made powder-coated stainless steel tumbler needs, hit him up. Secondly, and you know what? I got a little video to play. I'm not even going to show that. Let me just play the video.
DJ Linx.
So, that was the little advertisement promo plug that we put together for the BX Arctic show happening tomorrow. So if you're in the BX in the New York tri-state area, Jersey, Connecticut, come down. Special guests. Well, you saw all the vendors first and foremost: Street St. Anthony, Erod 212, Fury Comics, Lone Wolf Comics, Yasu Collectibles, a bunch of cats, bunch of vendors. It is going to be a good time. Special guest Ben Harvey. Ben Harvey has some sick exclusive prints to the show of Spawn and Batman. Super fire. Nate Melendez is going to be there as one of the special guests. He did the cover for the show's exclusive comic book, Catman and Kitty, I think it's called. And then, of course, my guy, good friend of the show, Matt Wilson, is going to be there with some watercolors. He will be doing, I think, I don't want to say the wrong price and shit. He's going to be doing $25 watercolors.
Oh,
He put up a dope one on Instagram today of Venom, and then he did a Spidey. That shit looks dope. And then, of course, he's gonna have a bunch of his exclusives and my Dead End #1 exclusive on hand, which is the last little bit that's left. And other than that, we're in. I think we're sold out of those. After this weekend, what else we got going on? That, and that. All right, cool. We're gonna say what's up to the chat. Oh man, fire me! I'm already fired. That's one of the greatest promos ever. The Ric Flair, when he's like, "Fire me! I'm already fired!" Like beefing with Bischoff. When he like rips off his shirt and starts like elbowing the mat and shit.
Salute to the squad. DJ Linx took it to a really tough, fucking nostalgic time for everybody to relate to, but we're gonna get out of this.
We are gonna be all over the place tonight. Les Crucius, what is going on, my guy? Evil Mike, thank you for being here. Brian LCS in the building, and we're gonna touch upon the CBC Awards. But before we do that, of course, I want to bring in my guy, Mr. Remy Shack, into the.
What you wearing?
Hold on, wait a minute. What
you wearing?
Bon Jovi.
Oh, I thought.
I thought it was Star Wars, bro.
I thought it was Star Wars. I thought it was Kylo Ren.
These 5 words I swear to you.
Somebody gave this to me, and I was like, "Yeah, this is an in the mix shirt."
Tommy used to work on the docks. You didn't get on strike. He's down on his luck. It's tough.
I claim to be like a huge fan, but I got it.
That is probably the greatest shirt to ever grace this screen, sir.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Gina was the diner all day. Oh shit. Back to the chat. Remy, this is gonna be a wild show, sir. Mr. Nick's Kicks and Comics is here. We got issues in the building. Let's go. Miss So, what is going on? Just gonna lurk. Thank you, Mrs. So. Good to see you as always. Mad Spidey or Spidey. Mr. Freaky Louie. We're going to talk about Mr. Freaky Louie later on, man. We're going to talk about Mr. Freaky Louie. Lone Wolf Comics in the building. One of the organizers behind that whole BX Arcticon that I showed the video for. Awesome dude, great friend. He is the man. Warlord in the building. What is going on? Beckerman. How are you, sir?
Yes. Love you, Beckerman.
Beckerman is one of the few people, like when you see when he types something, let's say on Instagram or in a chat or something, you read it in his voice.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Who else we got? Ryan New Guy, what is going on? My guy Ignacio. My name is Ignacio. I think that is let me see. We got
Brother Joe Pops.
It jumped on me. Oh man.
Andrew's
shit.
Andrew's in the building.
Oh, yeah, Brother Joe.
Whoa!
Tyler, you're no longer invited to the show, sir. Biggie Shack has permanently replaced you.
Oh shit.
Nah, I'm just kidding. Just
you got $20 super chat.
Boom! Lone Wolf Comics with the super chat. It's been a while since I got. Yeah, you're gonna get all three. So you're gonna get all three. Thank you, Lone Wolf Comics, for the 1999 super
Cinnamon to the stage.
Oh,
First, Rosemary to the stage first. Next, we're gonna invite to the stage. Her name is Meg. Most people know her as Nutmeg. Now, in the main event, Cinnamon to the stage. Cinnamon to the stage.
Yeah. Just the way that thing wiggles in the back.
Oh, shit. Nick, stop being a pervert, man. We don't objectify women here. What's wrong with you?
Yeah. 3 shining examples of that.
Thank you very much, Lone Wolf Comics. I greatly appreciate that. What do you guys want to jump into first? Let's talk about the CBC Awards. They happened last week. And your boy happened. Oh shit, I left my paper over there. Fuck. I'm totally thrown off. I left my paper on the table. Austin LeMay, what is going on? Pocan Joe, thank you for being here, sir. CBC Awards.
First of all, DJ.
Yes, sir.
You gotta hold on to what we got.
Doesn't make a difference if we make it or not.
We got each other.
And that's
a life of
love. We'll give it a shot. You always got to do like that when you say that.
Me and Nick both, the hand goes up.
Whoa.
CBC Awards happened last week, last Saturday. And big shout out to Brian LCS and the entire crew and everybody. I don't know how much. In my mind, Brian does everything. I know there's a team, there's a committee, or what have you, but in my mind, Brian does everything. Big shout out to him. The award show, I watched the entire thing. I didn't join because as when I won my award in my category, I was in the middle of eating delicious pork for rice and chicken wings, by the way, with a grape soda. Welch's, it has to be Welch's.
Really?
Yeah, dude, I'll be on it. And I thought the show was really well put together. It was produced really well. Not that it wasn't last year. I think it was just like tighter this year. What do you guys have to say about the show if you watched it?
Are we just giving him flowers or are we critiquing him?
You know how we roll, a little bit of both. We do the positive and then we do the
So I was doing Christmas stuff last Friday, so I didn't get to see but a little bit in the beginning and a little bit at the end. And I was also dealing with my Instagram account getting hacked and turned off.
I apologize for that, by the way.
Yeah, it's cool, man. I fixed it. I just made a new one. But yeah, it seemed fine, to be honest with you. It looked like last year. Brian, if you're out there, don't do it by yourself again, man. Like, why would you try to run that thing with all those things by yourself? It's like if you knew a community of like-minded individuals that had some experience with doing streams and stuff, that would be the route to go, to have someone come in there. Like if StreamYard had like admin controls, and someone could help you like do stuff, that would be dope. But the skits that he did that I saw were really funny. I like that he did that. But yeah, it seemed fine.
Yeah, definitely an improvement over last year, and I think it is a massive undertaking either which way, but it's a fantastic thing. But I think there will always be complaints, but that's just the inherent nature of an award show. So
I just think he shouldn't overdo himself when he doesn't have to. That's my only complaint.
On behalf of Ignacio, we're sorry for not giving you a video.
Okay.
I'll shit on the parade. You want me to dance?
Go ahead. I wasn't expecting this, but good.
Yeah, so you know what I'm saying? It needs to be a bigger bubble, fam. And when you got like some channels getting fucking put in for multiple categories and shit, then it's like you might want to reach out to people that you don't fuck with that are on YouTube too. That's a complete hater fucking way to go.
No. I totally understand that. In that instance, I'll it's not up to Brian who's nominated. It's up to the.
I know that's the thing. There was a gap where everybody voted.
Yeah.
But the people that was doing it, like, just for example, like, there's some fucking people that may not like Brian's little fucking team specifically, so they just won't fuck with it at all.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I would. Yeah, it's all community votes, as Brian just said. Like, for me, it's one of those things where I rarely talked about it on the show, except giving my opinions. Like, when the nominations came out, there were some nominations where I was just like, huh? And stuff like that. But I never went out of my way to kind of say vote for me. That's not jam. So I never promoted it in that regard about vote for me, whatever. I'm super appreciative of people that nominated me and subsequently voted for me. And then, I was able to bring home this.
I don't know enough about it to be saying what I said, but that's from my perspective. I didn't even watch it, so.
I like your style. Remy, what are your thoughts, sir? Oh, hold on. Before we get to Remy, I'm sorry to cut you off, brother. We got a $10 super chat in the building. Thank you, Mr. Beckerman. We're going to go old school for Beckerman. Yo, I hate that now when you play a video on StreamYard, it fades out a little bit at the end.
Yeah. I actually thought that was something you did. I noticed it before, and I thought you had set it up that way.
No, I hate that.
I love you, LCS. You did a fucking great job. It's for fucking second year, and you guys are fucking fascinating people. Don't make me say anything too horrible.
Oh, shit. See, Brian reached out to Biggie, and Biggie said, no, I'm not doing your award show. See, Biggie, it's your fault. No,
I accepted, and that was the end of it. I accepted.
Yeah. Go ahead, Remy.
What's up?
No, go ahead. I cut you off when I saw the Becker. Oh, shit.
Yeah. Are we halfway there? No,
Remy, you're wanted.
Yeah, no. I was actually out of town. I missed the awards. Ironically, I was out of town last time, and I think I snuck on for a couple minutes. But no, I missed them.
Yeah.
What are we doing? Are we critiquing? Are we just talking about the show? I missed the show. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, it's all good, man. It's all good.
I think so. If I may have the same feedback I think I had last year. I think if they're going to have the voting process, I think they should have a segment for the channels that were nominated, like a 10-second clip, something, because then you're at least promoting the channels more. I think some of the voting is kind of blindly done, and if you had something, if you were like, hey, everybody send me 10 seconds or 30 seconds or whatever, and then you had a video of that, it may promote people to go check out that person, whereas now they could go there and just say, oh, I know this name, and that's it. Where maybe somebody could see DJ and be like, dude, this guy's production is crazy, or whatever it is. And then boom, you've got more. Then you're using that as a to promote the channel a little bit. I think that's kind of a. I'd mentioned something about that last year. I just think that if they could implement that, it'd be nice.
Mm-hmm. So
just like a show, and these are all the nominees, but instead of saying them, get a little clip, see what Mark's doing, see what you're doing. You know what I mean? Like show an unboxing, show a statue review. You know what I mean? And then people might be like, Mad Spidey is Australian. Never knew. I gotta check this out, or whatever. Louis, you know what I mean? Like people see Freaky Louis. If you haven't watched Freaky Louis, you don't get it. But when you watch him, boom, you're like, that's fucking creative.
That was the one I was most curious about.
I think if Louis got a little snippet in there, if you had 30 seconds of his footage, people would be like, that's hilarious. And then they sub him up and it promotes the channel a little bit. So that's all.
No, I mean, go ahead, Biggie.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Nominated for best critique of the award show, Remy Q Studios.
Well, no,
yeah, I was bringing up Freaky Louis. Did he win?
Freaky Louis was nominated in most entertaining, and he came up short in that category, sir.
Oh, okay.
That's all. I just think, like I said, something, even if it was just a show, quick segment, or
LOL
something,
flow.
that way,
LOL.
when people are voting, they get an idea of who they're voting for, what they're voting for, as opposed to just a list of names.
Yeah, or maybe a picture name, or even a picture or thing. So Brian said it before, to his credit. He reached out to a bunch of people. I was one of those people. I didn't have time to put together a video, because what happens is, if I'm going to put together a video, I'm going to put together a video. You know what I'm saying? Especially if it's going to represent the channel, and I didn't want to just slap together something like that. And he gave me a big heads up, but you guys know how busy I am outside of YouTube and stuff like that. So
Yeah, but I mean, like, before the voting, though. That's what I'm saying.
oh, so
That
you
way-
mean like
I mean, like if they're like, oh, these are the finalists, show a little clip of DJ Linx, so then people know when they go to vote, they're not just like, oh, I've never heard of that guy, and then they just pick this person because they know them. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, Andrew makes up a
if it
point.
was
Like,
just something quick, I don't know. Again, just a little segment from somebody's channel, then you might get an idea of new channels that you don't know of, and then you could vote. You potentially could vote for those channels if you knew what they were doing.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So
Good
Nick,
job,
you were
man.
going to say something about Andrew's post right here?
No, that's exactly it. Just like, and it ties into Remy's point. Like, if you see something, if you see this guy with a chainsaw that you've never seen before, be like, hey, what's that about? And he'll go check out the channel.
That wasn't what I was thinking, but yeah, I mean,
No,
like,
potentially it's
maybe if
like-
there was like a 30-second clip of a certain type of a box, might have edged some people.
It doesn't have to be 30 seconds. I don't think we
Or
have
whatever.
time
Yeah, it could
for
be a
30 seconds.
5-second clip.
Like a highlight reel. Everybody can just do a highlight reel. Sure.
Yeah.
Or a minimum a screenshot or something. Because I think if you're doing like a highlight reel of, I don't know how many people were like nominated for finalists. Let's just say 50. There's probably more, but there's around 50 to get like 50 clips, right? Not highlight reels, clips.
Yeah.
In my mind, I'm thinking like highlight reel. We're gonna do this.
Maybe a picture would do that. Yeah, picture might get it too. Like I said, I'm thinking for like statue review or something. You saw somebody holding a particular statue, you're like, damn, this guy's, yeah.
It's one of those places you go that isn't a person's. It's like its own title. So it's probably the community awards site. Was it attached to anybody? Or was there a group of people taking in the votes?
Brian is. I think there's a committee, and Brian
Committee.
He's got a team.
is the head of the committee.
Yeah, you absolutely have to have a team.
Yeah, you have to have a team.
Yeah, that'd be crazy to try to do that.
Yeah, no, it's insane, and I appreciate him for doing that and putting everything together.
Well,
like I said before, the production of this one, like it was tighter. It flowed really well. Like it just kept moving. To Mark's point, if he had somebody else there, like just to man the technology and stuff like that, like I felt bad. Like he was like playing the clip, getting up, running, putting the trophy, coming back, and doing the stuff. So
They need to get a wrap it up box for next year too.
a wrap it up box.
And oddly enough, nobody got slapped during the CBCAs.
Yeah.
Oh, and one thing for next year, Brian, more wardrobe changes on your part, please.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Just wear a green shirt and green
Yeah.
screen that shit up.
There you go.
Yo, shit. For me, again, I keep talking about the production because that's what my eye is always on, like things like that. So I thought it was tighter. It was well produced, well executed. To Remy's point, yeah, like video, like that's just too much work. But like whether it was a video, whether it was whatever, some of the skits went on too long, some of the guests went on too long. But that's just a preference thing. And I guess my overall thing, and this was the same critique I had last year, it's hard to see somebody win that has a lower sub count over like one of the big dudes that has a crazy sub count. And big shout out to all the winners. But for example, let's just Gem Mint, stature review stuff. My guy, good friend and stuff like that. But again, if you're in the same category with somebody that has a super small sub count, so if like literally 1% of somebody that has 150,000 subs, if 1% of their audience is engaged and 100% of somebody's audience is engaged, that 1% is always going to win out in that instance.
Yeah,
So
he did a good job about separating some of the categories by sub count, but some still weren't. But to that example, just
yes, sir.
because that's that's a rough example because, like, think what you want about Jim Mint and the whole influencer thing. I know people are split on him, but who the fuck puts out a better statue review video than that guy? Like, I didn't even vote for him in that category. I voted for my dude Spidey, but in all sincerity, like,
Oh yeah,
that's
no,
what,
I'm only giving that as an example. He
all right, let's do an accurate example. Freaky Louis category for most entertaining. Let's like not beat around the bush. Like that category I know is wide open and stuff and didn't have a sub count. But you got somebody like Reggie whose goal is to put little accolades on a fucking book he's pushing. So he has a motive behind like getting people to vote for him versus a motive behind saying, hey, my audience, go check out all these other channels and see this and that, you know. No, not that. Hey, just make sure y'all vote for me. That's where it's kind of like, you know, where it's kind of like shit, in my opinion. Because like for Freaky Louie to have had to go up against someone like Reggie and then lose to Reggie, like that's absolutely fucking insanity. Like everyone, like I think Reggie puts out good content for what he does, but he's not attempting to be creatively entertaining. That's not even what he's doing. So I think that's where like some of the parameters of these categories should definitely come into play. Because y'all mentioned it earlier, there's a lot of blind voting going on, which is normal, which is fine. I can't watch all the people's channels who are involved in this. I damn sure can't. But that's where the committee comes in. That's where they have to make those calls. That's why committees exist for things. I know this is all for fun and everything, but still, even that being the case, yeah, I agree, Brian. It's impossible to break them into categories like that. That's why I think it should be on the committee's job to say most entertaining or creative, whatever. This person doesn't even go in here. We're not, as a committee, we are deciding that doesn't fall under the parameters of this category. This is an information-based channel, not an entertainment-based channel. They're trying to make sense of comic book collecting. I think that's what the Swolgers are doing, right? Isn't that his shtick? Make sense of comic book collecting. And nothing in that says, I'm trying to entertain you. If you're entertained by it, that's really good. Some people aren't and still will watch it because they're trying to make sense of something. You know, he didn't belong in that category with Freaky Louie.
Then you need a Supreme Court ruling on the definition of entertainment.
Well, they defined it themselves on that channel, so you don't. Like Reggie himself tells you what his channel's about. You know, like that's his mission statement. You know, so there's no gray area there. It's straight from the horse's mouth.
I don't watch Reggie, so
I don't keep up with him, but I've seen enough of his stuff to know that that's his little shtick, right? Making sense of comic, like that's what a how-to guide to collect comic books, and that's his little shtick.
Yeah, and I make no mistake. We're not like hating on Mark. No. I don't think Mark is hating on Reggie. He's just pointing out the disparity between the type of content.
It'd be like an action film in a drama category.
Exactly,
it's a different thing. So
salute to Legion Comics, brother, and Nick's Kicks and Comics. And I don't know what it is, brother, but it's loose.
Yeah. No, so that's 1,000% a fair point. I remember in when the nominations came out for this time, when the nominations came out and then we reacted to it here, you know, I was scratching my head a little bit, and one of my main points of critique was defining what the categories are. Like, what's the criteria that puts you in a category? For example, let's say, what's the difference between the People's Choice and the Channel of the Year? What's the criteria? You know what I'm saying? Is it the amount of videos you put out throughout the year? Is it whatever the case may be? It's just like, what defines that? Because in my mind, yeah, it's all nominations. They all, it's all People's Choice Awards, like Brian said on the show. But I don't know, maybe adding some criteria to that, and to your point,
parameters. There have to be parameters to the category besides the name of the category.
Yeah. So, but I mean, overall, I thought it was a good show. I think with this, and mind you, it's only the second year that it's been around. You know, it's getting the traction. I think people are starting to be more open to the concept and the idea, especially me. Like I wasn't really, because, you know, I'm gonna be honest, awards, that's not how I get my validation. My validation is seeing like somebody, when I do something, somebody just enjoying it. That's all the validation I need.
Yeah, the best part is, right?
You gotta say it over, Biggie.
Oh, I'm sorry. I said the best part is everybody had fun, though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, honestly, 5 years from now, it could be the community standard.
He's getting fucking good. He's not getting worse. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, no, it was definitely it was definitely a step forward. 2, 3, 4, 5 steps forward. Andrew says it's like if Nick's Kicks would get nominated, the committee needs to step in and just say,
Andrew.
nah.
Listen, and I second that. If the day I get nominated,
My guy Ari.
you know it's a travesty and mockery if I get nominated. So
I thought you was in, Nick.
nah, not me.
It was a different Nick.
It was a different Nick, as Legion so wonderfully pointed out.
Apparently, there are too many Nicks.
And I
Never
fucking
enough
leave
Nick.
your Links one for sure, right?
The what?
Both y'all won, right?
I came home with an award.
Yeah.
Other Link Squad members, and it's funny because I wrote it down. I left it on the kitchen table. Rob Fatstacks picked up an award, so big shout out to Rob Fatstacks. Chris the Comic Vet picked up a solo award, and then the dual award with Rob Fatstacks for Only Slabs. And finally, Mr. Gary B, the casual comic guy, picked up an award for the 10-1-1. So big shout out to the Comic Vet, Rob Fatstacks, and Gary B, all Link Squad members that happen to pick up awards. And congrats to you, fine gentlemen.
Absolutely.
Oh, those are all guys I know.
Yeah, no, and then I think it's you can only get better. That's basically what it is. You can only get better. One other critique thing too. It's funny, and I thought of this last year. So, Lifetime Achievement Award. So usually in these award shows, those aren't open up for like nominations. Like the committee decides who they're going to honor. That is it 2 years in a row that Bueller won? Bueller won last year too, right? But big shout out to Bueller. Anyway, what I'm saying is that type of award, that's what sells your show, right? So you're gonna give, Michael Jackson, similar to the MTV Awards, the Vanguard Award, that's what's gonna sell your show. Give that person a Vanguard Award. That's what's gonna draw eyes to the show. So that's something to consider if you're gonna give it to the bigger channel, somebody that's been around for 3 years, to honor that person, and they can drive eyes to the show.
Reggie won year one, yeah. All right.
There's a joke somewhere here, Brian.
Let's wrap that gavel up, B.
Reggie won year one. I thought it was Bueller, but that's my bad. So Reggie won year one, and then Bueller won year two. So that's good because you don't want the same person winning Lifetime Achievement Award 2 years in a row. So I apologize for that. But that's enough of the awards, man. How do we segue?
Comic books.
Do you believe that Mark tonight has set you free? Yes, sir. Turn around and tell those people. Tell them, I'm not a hater no more. I read DC. I'm not a hater no more. I said I like DC. DC. I said DC. I'm not a hater. I will not read Marvel. I will not read Indies. I will not read Image. I will read some DC. Now listen. Y'all praise Mark with him.
You should have had the sound effects for the dancing.
We'll dance tonight, boys.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
I will read DC.
Before I love DC. DC. I love DC.
Praise
Oh,
Mark.
not read a Marvel.
I like how it's praise Mark too.
Hail.
If only they knew how much he's shifting the community.
So let me explain that clip.
Play the original one, DJ.
It's funny. I actually don't have the original one. The original clip changed the internet forever. That's what Wi-Fi.
I was waiting for there to be a joke with the microphone involved in it.
The original video, that was the first video ever to be played after Wi-Fi was invented. That's it. Yeah, I've been reading DC, right? So I loved, what was the last thing that I read?
All-Star.
I forgot, but whatever.
All-Star.
So I'm reading All-Star Superman. I'm more than halfway through. I've been a Superman hater my entire life. I love movie Superman, comic book Superman, Biggie Shaq comic book Superman. I'm like, yo, this guy in a tight suit and tighty whities. I mean, and red tighty whities at that. Like, and there's yellow on his back. He's yellow. I can't get down with this guy. He's terrible. Then I started reading All-Star Superman, thanks to Mark. And it changed my life. It changed my life. That is the most interesting thing I've read about Superman ever in my life. Not that I have a whole litany of Superman books under my belt. I read Kingdom Come, which was fantastic.
I think I know that one. Yeah.
Dude,
How do you
What happened in All Star? What happened?
How do you spell litany?
The one where Luther pretty much poisoned, overpowered him, and he's like checking off his bucket list.
yeah, don't spoil it.
No, that's it. That's just like that. That's the most basic plot to it.
Yeah, so right from the beginning that happens, and I'm like, because that's the whole thing where people just think Superman is not interesting. He's he's the strongest guy ever. He's the fastest guy. Whatever. There's
He's got that one hand behind his back, just holding the measuring weight.
Yeah, like 273 trillion
Trillion tons. Yeah.
But in this one, it was just like
Goku
he had hurdles to overcome, and it was more personal than it was superhero stuff. So right from the gate, the whole thing that happened with Lois Lane and him, first of all, revealing to her that he Clark Kent was Superman, and her not taking it serious, and then he takes her on the date, gives her the powers for a day so she can experience his world. Yo, and me, I'm a softie. I love love. And reading that, and I'm like, holy shit, this is like, it's a romance novel. And I was 100% in. I was just like, oh man, now I know how Rose felt when Jack plummeted frozen into the abyss that was the ocean.
Beautiful. I'm glad you got converted.
In all sincerity, like I get
I am delivered.
I get people's things about him, like Becker's comment, oh, what's your superpowers? Oh, everything neat. And that's what people think and assume, but there's problems out there that's still a challenge for it. It has nothing to do with the character, it's the concept of the character, anything. It all has to do with the writers behind it, just like any other comic character. If you have vanilla writers, you're going to get a vanilla story. If you're trying to follow a monthly book, like you say it all the time, even before you read Superman, you're more intrigued with indie comics because you have a rounded out story, a beginning, middle, end. It's fresh, but monthly comics are a different animal. They're not meant to be read or enjoyed the same way. So when you get something like Superman, which is a beginning, middle, end, not tied to other continuity, it's just an independent story of Superman, you get that same effect. So you get an honest idea and look at him in kind of an arena that you're familiar with, an arena that you enjoy more, versus having to pick up a monthly. Monthly titles are not for everybody. They're just not. And that's okay. They're not meant to be for everybody. That's why Black Label exists. That's why Marvel does something. Maybe I don't know if they do or not, but that's why miniseries exists.
If you want the next one, then you read Mike Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow.
Oh shit! Yeah. That's her all-star all day,
dude.
Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow. 8 issues of pure perfect comic book.
I will pick that up.
Every page, every panel, doesn't miss a beat. Nick wasn't a super fan or a TK fan, and I think me and Iggy both were telling him, dude, check it out. And he was like 3 issues in, he's like, dude, there's something different about this.
My favorite modern Superman issue is the Walmart issue 7, the one that got took off the shelves where Lois Lane died like 50 times. It was just like getting into the psychology of Superman and shit. And it's I think King did it. It was really good.
What book is it?
Walmart number 7, I think. It's a controversial issue. I look it up on eBay.
Yeah, I would know.
Harleen, I will add that to the list, sir. Shoot me all your recommendations. Shoot me all your DC.
Harleen's only like 3 issues of the prestige format Black Label, but it's the the best example ever, and look at the smooth descent into madness, like that transition from being an actual psychologist to just being crazy. And it's cool because when you read it, you realize like there's no line in the sand. You know, it's so smooth that just one day you're looking at this, and you're like, oh, this bitch is crazy, and I missed it. She's already lost. It's really cool.
What say you, Remy Q? Are you on the Superman DC bandwagon, sir?
Oh yeah, I like Superman.
Do you, or are you gonna wait till Superman dies so you can just say how terrible he was?
No, I enjoy as a character. I enjoy Superman, and to Mark's point, I am not the month-to-month guy. I remember when I discovered New Comic Book Day last year, and I was like,
Mhm.
"You give us
Future
one
state.
chapter at a time. This is the dumbest thing in the world."
Biggie, shoot me that on IG, please.
No, I'm
I know
gonna
what
be-
you're talking about with those.
Yeah,
I want to get that.
Hold it up, big. Yeah, to Remy, to your point, and to Mark's point, I prefer reading. So that's why I will put off my weekly reading, in favor of a graphic novel, so I can just knock it out. You know what I'm saying? So that's why
I do that with shows. You know what I mean? Like to binge a show, like I'll wait until that season's over and then go back because you got to do that thing week to week or every couple weeks or something. That's dumb.
Yeah, no, of course. So with that said, I forgot to even say this. You're probably wondering why this box is here. Since
Not at all.
I love DC so much, I'm giving away every single other book that's from a different publisher. I'm gonna start off with this box tonight.
Avengers #1.
No, I'm just kidding. I forgot I'm gonna steal, big shout out to Rob Fatstacks and the Comic Vet, the whole thing. We're gonna do some giveaways. I got, this whole short box right here. This is not any, monster keys or anything like that. These are just books I had lying around that I need to get rid of. So what better way is, to give it to, I think, what's this? This is one of the big things. First Titanium Man.
Remy's face.
Claim? Yeah.
Remy says claim.
Big,
Yeah.
That one's out the
No,
box.
I mean,
Good
I'm not
win.
trying to steal. Don't
Good
pull another
win,
book out.
Remy.
I don't want to see it.
Congratulations. Our first winner of the night, Remy Q.
First one of the night, Mr. Remy Q Studios.
What else you got in
And,
that box? I didn't see this box.
Do it
I need
again.
to
DJ,
preview the
do it
box
again.
first.
Hold on, wait a minute. I'm gonna give away some books right now.
So whoever wins, just know it's getting filtered through Remy first.
Yeah, basically.
So, pull the
put in
curveball in the
hashtag
waddling
free
box. I didn't expect that.
You're gonna get 10 random books. Mind you, these aren't like crazy books. These are just things that so we're gonna do right now. We're gonna do two people for free books. What? That is like the worst hashtag ever.
Shit, that
Fantastic.
was the first
To be
one.
honest, is what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, let's see. Everyone type in why you're here. Hashtag why you're here in the chat right now.
Hashtag free books. We're gonna draw 2 right now. We're gonna do 10 books a pop. You tell me when to stop. I am going to excuse myself to grab some Post-its. BRB.
Oh man, we suck at carrying a show, it sounds like.
Free books.
I did a sub push for Vet and Rob and them. I got them I got Vet 6 and I got Rob 3.
Nice.
So,
They're both
fair
right on the cusp. Right on the cusp of that 1K.
All right, we got 19. 20. Yo, free books like that.
Come on.
That is the laziest hashtag ever, right?
Oh shit!
Oh,
Remy's books.
absolutely.
I didn't enter it, Tyler.
If I win, I'll give it to somebody. I just wanted to have the thrill of winning.
No doubt. All right, we're about to pull the plug. In 3, 2, 1.
2 people. Congratulations. Good luck.
Watch Remy win.
I didn't enter. I didn't even enter it.
Digger Jim, my
Yay.
guy.
Hey,
Big shout out to
Remy
Digger
still
Jim.
Jim.
Then we're gonna draw again. So Digger Jim. Let me make myself big there. Congrats, Digger Jim. Remy, tell me when to stop since you got the magic touch.
Stop. Claim.
Oh shit!
Take it to the candy shop.
All right, tell me when to stop.
Stop. How many are you doing?
I'm gonna do 10.
I don't know what
10
kind of motion
books.
that is.
Yeah,
Pluck
oh,
10
God.
out of there, man. Just
Just
start.
just
Two hand
pull.
pluck
Just start
10.
pulling.
All right, just randoms. All right,
That's Ready and
Jim,
Devil.
it's oh, what the hell is this? Why is this like triple boarded? Ah,
Oh no.
Only slabs is one of my
Why is this
favorite
in
things ever
Mylar?
for the
1,
worst
2,
part,
3,
waiting
4,
for the grabs.
5,
Give me the
Cardboard,
good shit.
cardboard.
Reach
6,
to the back there, DJ. Get in the back. Really,
7.
really get your hand up in there.
The back is special. 8,
Oh my lord.
Kyle said, "Give that box a reach around."
9.
And
Oh,
while he's digging, I see Miss Lisa in the chat. Happy birthday to Mrs.
Happy
Tootsie.
birthday.
4, 5, 6, 7,
Salute.
8, 9, 10, 11. I can't count. Well, Digger Jim, me not being able to count is a blessing for you. Let's see what Digger Jim got. Basilisk number 8. Now everybody's like, ugh. Basilisk number 1.
Yes.
First print. Basilisk number 1.
That's cool.
Fabulous.
What is this? Oh, this is cool. A Thor. I think this is Thor 10.
That is cool.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Jonah Hex number 73.
Hashtag free.
Hey.
Yeah, hashtag free books. Black Adam number 1 of 12.
Oh, nice.
Ooh, a little speck there.
Yeah, that's awesome.
What is this? Oh,
That's
this
another Remy book.
Oh,
Holy shit.
that's book number 11 is what that one is. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
This is in Mylar. Oh, Black Goliath.
Oh,
Little
nice.
Black Goliath.
Hey.
Number
It's
4.
a fucking bad book.
Oh shit. This is a good one. I think this is X-Force number 1. I might be wrong. Virgin variant.
Oh, nice.
Triple quadruple boarded.
So, okay.
Yeah,
And
this shit
not
didn't even
near
fit.
mint condition.
Spider-Man number
Little Mike
513.
Diodato cover.
Moon Knight number 15 in the Mylar.
Nice.
And another Basilisk chapter 4. So clearly I was trying to get rid of my Basilisks. And this is Digger
That's
Jim.
great.
We are gonna run another box.
Ironically, this pick will have 9 books.
And the other issues of Basilisk.
All right, Digger Jim. How do we draw again? Oh, draw again on the top. So we're just gonna draw again. This is for the second stack.
Come on, Digger Jim.
Let's go,
Dear
Jim.
Jim.
Brother John Comics. Ooh,
The
was the fakest left.
awarded.
Hey!
Oh shit!
I want to give it to LCS.
You want to give it to LCS. Before you do that, hold on. Damn it! And I just sent something to LCS today. Thank you, Biggie. Now I gotta pay more. Whatchamacallit.
Very
Brian.
smart, right?
Biggie's warming him up for next year.
Yeah. So here's the deal. Well, I guess that's not fair. You know what? We're just gonna pick out random books, right? For Brian. Oh, that's a nice one. Oh, that's a nice one.
They're all gonna be great. That's a good one. You kidding me?
1, 2, 3. Nah, not all of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
I would count to 10, but I can't help you.
You know what? 11, because I fucked up. Let me fuck up for Brian. What do we got? Hey, a Black Panther number 7.
Is there any
Oh,
way
let me-
you can? Thank you.
Oh, I'm sorry, Remy Q Studios.
No, it's good, man. It's
I
good.
apologize. That's why
If
I
you
haven't
had
been
help-
nominated for showing books
if you
because I can't even make myself big. This is why In the Mix lost. Black Panther number 7. Hey, another Black Adam number 1. Hey,
That's awesome.
Invincible number 1. The Image first.
Yeah.
Captain Marvel Venomized number 24.
Nice.
Spider-Man number 38. Miles Morales Spider-Man. Deadpool. X-Men Oranges. Deadpool one shot.
That looks cool.
Nyx number 2.
Oh, that's some old school. That's not bad.
Hey.
Oh,
Fire.
That's Alex Ross, right?
Yes,
Yep.
sir.
Sorry,
Mm.
Brian. No, I'm just kidding.
Convert.
Hey, Basilisk number 3. Spawn's Universe number 1, J. Scott Campbell variant in the minor.
nice.
And then Battlestar Galactica number 2 newsstand.
Oh,
Cool.
Happy holidays, everybody.
Biggie Shaq, I'm gonna make you an offer, sir.
one that you can't refuse.
Because of your generosity in prize tagging Brian. What you don't see here
No.
is I have all of this, but then I have a divider
Okay.
right here, and there's a handful of books in the divider. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Give me a number between 1 and 9.
Okay. I'll do it. Fucking 8, bro.
8. Fucking 8, bro.
Should have went with 7.
1, 2,
I was gonna
Shit.
say go with 4.
5,
That's
6.
DJ's number.
Is he really counted from the beginning to the
I
8th?
shouldn't have took it. I should have gave it to somebody. I'm an asshole. Hold on, don't show yet. Oh, okay. All right.
A little Frank Miller.
Nice.
Does anybody want that really bad? Does anybody want that really bad?
No, it's going to you, Big. I'm sorry. Stop trying to be
Okay.
generous because you're like, damn, I don't
All
want
right.
it. So he's gonna be like, oh my god, Big,
Thank
he's
you,
so
man.
generous. Let me get it.
I'm grateful. That is a fucking big dope Frank Miller book, dude. I don't have enough of that. Thank you.
All right, so that's for Biggie. Just for you being generous.
Yeah.
For Remy being selfish.
Oh shit!
I'm gonna
My
take
bad.
it. No, I'm just kidding. We're gonna get back to the giveaway in a little bit. We still got some still got some books there. I want to get rid of this entire shit, by the way. I guess the big topic of the week has been all the nonsense hullabaloo that's been going on with DC Studios, DC Films, DC what have you, and James Gunn and what's his name? Paul Safran? Peter Safran? Peter?
Yes.
Peter. So here's the scoop, and then we could tackle it topic at a time. But on my bullet pointed list here, we got Wonder Woman 3. Patty Jenkins got the boot, or she chose to walk out because they was just like, yo, this shit is trash. Jason Momoa, Aquaman 2 will be his final outing as Aquaman, and the writing's kind of on the wall that he is going to be Lobo, unless that was officially announced. Was that? No? So that's Jason Momoa out as Aquaman and then Lobo.
For the record, none of this is officially announced what you're saying.
It's speculation, dog.
Yeah. All of this is speculation.
Yeah. It's all, all right, none of it was officially announced, ladies and gentlemen. Show's over. Good night.
No, you're just differentiating. So I was just
You
making
think
sure like all of that came out of a leaked source.
So you think that Jason
Spider-
Momoa may be wrapping up Aquaman to get to Lobo? Is that what you're insinuating?
Thank you for coming out. Nah, I'm just teasing. This is all rumor and speculation from the rumor mill, and this is what makes our our wheels turn and stuff like that. So let's tackle that, right? So let's tackle Wonder Woman 3 first. The story is that Patty Jenkins turned in a treatment. Patty Jenkins, the director of Wonder Woman 1 and 2, or should I call them Wonder Woman 1 and Wonder Woman Trash, turned in a treatment, and they said, yo, this treatment doesn't work for the future of the DC films. Can you go back and make it a little bit more future proof? And she was just like, no, you're not respecting my vision. Stuff Tyler would probably say. And they told her to kick rocks, or she took her ball and went home, similar to the way Stone Cold Steve Austin took his ball home when he didn't want a job to Brock Lesnar on Monday Night Raw without any advertisement or anything like that.
She responded to the studio execs by copying and pasting a definition of character arc off Wikipedia and emailing it to them. Like that explains Wonder Woman 84 right there. that was weird.
So nobody said anything about Gal Gadot being done with Wonder Woman. It was all about the treatment and her rewriting it to make it fit better with James Gunn's vision, and she refused to do that.
So the treatment, for those that might not know, is a pre-script before there's any dialogue written out. It's just an overview of a movie. You have what's called a treatment, where it's just like a general direction and I guess plot of the movie. Very, very like rough cut, like the roughest of rough cuts. And they simply said, we can't go this direction with it because what the direction we're going. They didn't say, no, you're fired. And her response was kind of juvenile, it seems like. From what we're seeing online, her response was a little extreme.
And you know what? I'm gonna agree with them on that one then, because you got to think big picture for these, because that's what was so fun about the MCU until now was that big picture. And yeah, I agree with them. I think Wonder Woman's a big enough character. You can't just if it's not gonna make sense, it's not gonna make sense. You can't like have her go off something else.
She had more personality as Wonder Woman than fucking the dude that did Superman, in my mind. Cavill.
Henry
She did a
Cavill.
better job.
Biggie Shaq, I don't know if you're trying to be controversial there, sir. I know you like to stir the pot, and I appreciate that about you. But for you to say Wonder Woman, Gal Gadot was better at being Wonder Woman than Henry Cavill at being Superman, sir, not only am I offended.
I don't know. I can see that.
No, I'm just teasing.
I had to take a breather after that.
I'm just having fun, man.
In the Justice League, dude, she did a great job. And Superman, he's just kind of fucking Cavill don't portray it right. That's what made Reeves so good. He was like a human. Fucking Cavill's like a robot alien.
Dude, nobody will ever top Christopher Reeve. I was talking to my good friend Chris, and he made a great distinction.
Reeves?
Chris, the comic vet.
Oh, I thought you meant I was talking to my good friend Chris Reeves. I was like, what?
No, I'm sorry. But we were talking. He made a great distinction. Like Henry Cavill is the perfect person for the Superman of this generation, but Christopher Reeve was a gift to all generations that will never expire. I fully agree with that.
That's true. And Margot Kidder is the worst Lois Lane ever in the history of mankind.
Rest in peace.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is Remy's shtick. Talking shit about dead people. Talk about Margot. No, I wasn't. I was never a fan of Margot Kidder's Lois Lane. I was like, really, Superman?
I'm not mad at you. There were some hot bitches on them movies, though. The villains, fucking bitches, were nasty as fuck, dog. So I give you Lois wasn't that cold or whatever, but the villains girls, I thought they were fun. Remember when he was drunk and he was up on the statue and she was trying to fuck him? And what a fucking great movie.
Superman 3 was the first movie I ever seen in the movie theater. So Gal Gadot is a fox. Roscoe says Gal Gadot is a fox, but one thing that I didn't understand, and now this is like completely has nothing to do with Wonder Woman or anything. So in Fast 5, and I think I've mentioned this before. So they're on the beach in Brazil, and she's like, never send a man to do a woman's job, and she takes off her robe, slow motion, and she stands there, all 100 pounds of her, on the beach in Brazil, thinking she was going to be the hottest chick on the beach in Brazil. I just want to keep saying that out there. Like, Gal Gadot, like, what are you doing? Like, no one would look at you.
Can we cue up that video? I haven't seen that in a while.
Which video?
The Gal Gadot on the beach in Brazil.
I don't know, whatever. But I don't. I'll leave that for next time. Hey, I don't know, man. I hope she's not out as Wonder Woman. I enjoyed her as Wonder Woman. I think she brings is weird. So with Superman, it was dark, right? The first Man of Steel, and I love the first Man of Steel to death. I think it's great. I think Henry Cavill is perfect as this generation Superman. But Wonder Woman brought that kind of naive optimism, and she was instantly likable on screen. And I would hate for them to kind of lose that, even though James Gunn's thing is making, he's not going to direct all these movies, but is making obscure characters likable and bringing to the screen. But yeah, man, I think Patty Jenkins walking away and sending that thing was very, very unprofessional.
I agree. I think it would be harder to recast her to move forward than it would be just to use her in the capacity that they're looking to move the movies in, So I hope they don't recast her. I hope it's not like a shelved character or anything. But if anybody's at that studio and thinks like that, they still just have carte blanche to do whatever they want. Like that's kind of stupid. Like as outsiders that just enjoy the entertainment or try to watch it and enjoy it. If we understand that concept, it's weird if they don't understand that concept. That this is a company. You're trying to build something. You're basically on a team at this point. You know, you have to be a team player. And I hope they don't lean heavily into it. That's one of my biggest concerns with the whole gun thing. He said numerous times that he's looking to have a connectivity between the films, the television shows, the animated universe, and the games. And I do not want an MCU 2.0. And I mean, he hasn't broken that down or explained what that means. It's just a statement that he's put out there, kind of thing, a couple of times. But I hope that they're not looking to try to make it like that interconnected at all.
Biggie, what do you think about the interconnectivity of all that stuff? Like, do you think a movie, like, you have to play the game in order to get a better understanding of the movie? Like, what do you think?
I don't like recasting because I'm an addict and anything that's changed is bad to me. So I get triggered from anything changing. So I thought she was good. I don't know how they're going to replace her. Who the fuck's going to play the role now? I like that bitch from Captain America, the one that he was trying to fuck, the brunette. I think she's pretty bad.
Haley Atwell.
Yeah, she's hot.
Peggy? What do you think, Remy Q?
I mean, I don't know if they need to link all of those things together.
Like
I do like how they
skip that one side mission in the game, and now you don't know what's going on in the movie.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I don't. I guess the video game would be a stretch. The only thing I could think with that is if the video game was the movie version. You know what I mean? Like if they built the game around whatever the movie was, then that.
Sure the fuck didn't.
But I mean, as far as them being connected, yeah, again, that's the first part that we were talking about. I think that's how they need to go with it.
I think
there's always been like those official movie video games, you know, like I remember having a PS3 or playing my brothers. Like I played the Captain America video game when the movie came out, and it didn't take anything away from the movie. It wasn't required playing, but you're playing the game and you get like little cool content or characters that aren't going to be in the movie or they're not going to be using later and stuff like that. And it's always fun. I mean, I wouldn't mind that kind of stuff, but we don't need like the video game industry worrying about the plot lines of movies and stuff like that.
Well, that's what I said. If they're making it about like a movie version of that game or whatever, then that would be different. If you're playing out whatever what the movie was, but yeah, if you're going to include all of that, just seems like a lot.
What do you think, Nick? You like the interconnectivity of everything, or do you like kind of like the standalone universe things, like the Batman, which I read that they're leaving alone to be its own thing? Like, what would you do, sir?
Yeah, I think the interconnectivity between every platform, it's probably impossible. I think, but if they have like those side things that become like a throwaway line in the movie, I think that's okay. And I think there needs to be interconnectivity, but they don't all have to drive a main story together. But they have to know each other exist in that world.
Yeah, dude, like Peacemaker, perfect example. Every episode they gave John Cena this like offensive ad lib about a random different DC Comics character. Like he shit on,
which was awesome. Yeah, that was
shit
awesome.
on a random character in every episode, and they saved like his biggest diss for the finale when he drags Green Arrow through the mud. Tell him like he's the back end of a duet brony costume with a 3-inch asshole in the suit. Like they drug Green Arrow through the mud. But now you know in the DC universe that he exists and Green Arrow's real, Batman. Like they went through a list. You know, like that's all you need to do. That is it.
But at the end, if they need to come together,
you have that avenue already set.
Yeah, no, and that's why I agree. That's why I think if we harken back to more, I'm just using all my fucking vernacular today. I don't give a fuck.
Listen.
That's Christmas
I don't
vernacular.
understand those big words, so I'm gonna take Masana's.
What does vernacular mean?
It's just a litany of big words over and over.
Masculinity.
Yo,
I have videos of vasectomies that came up. Thanks a lot.
so damn, you motherfuckers made me lose my train of thought. Anyway, so back to so phase 1 of Marvel, like for me, that's like the perfect thing where everything is a standalone, a little stinger. That's your connectivity, but you know that those characters exist in their own universe.
But
Yo, like, what I hated most was, even though I enjoyed the Wanda show, but let's say if I hated the Wanda show, or if I didn't want to watch the Wanda show, or if I didn't have Disney Plus, let's say I don't have the money to spring for Disney Plus, I'm gonna watch Doctor Strange and be like, why the fuck is this? Why is this chick the villain? Like, that's what I don't like, when it's so heavily relying on something as. If it was the other way around, where the show relied on the movie, then that's fine. But for entire movie to rely on whatever eight episodes of content.
Hey, they got to mess with that with Shield, because Shield had the
event.
Yeah, the event. Yeah, the movie Captain America came out, and like all of a sudden, what's it called? The Hydra was like had infiltrated the whole thing, and then the show had to change. Yeah, I was like,
So Skrulls and FF and all that shit's gonna be what's big time in the future, I think.
I think so. That's just
X-Men and Fantastic Four. I think they're slowly moving to make their foundational stuff for the MCU. Just have to go through probably at least 3 to 4 years of just utter shit, not necessarily bad quality, is shit you don't really care about. And I mean, not saying people won't enjoy it or people won't care about it, but these aren't the same caliber characters. You know, we burned through 60 years of A caliber characters, and now we're kind of just having to coast through some years here.
I saw a meme, was it today or yesterday, whatever, on IG. So it was just a guy like sitting at his kitchen table, eating a bowl of cereal and like pissed off, right? And then the caption was, the year 2084, this guy having to watch 300 hours worth of MCU content to figure out why there aren't any marshmallows in his Spider-Man cereal. And I was just like, that's perfect. That's genius. So
you were saying, in tying back to your early comment, and I think this was a major knock on phase 4, that everything seems disconnected. There was no real fit into the main story. So you're saying once we have the story, we need it?
I'll tell you, the creepiest shit was whenever Loki got into that dresser drawer and there was all those fucking power stones and all those guys died, like Black Widow and Vision and whoever the fuck, they all died, but there they were the whole time. Like,
hey Finn,
that's the shit that fucks my head up.
Now say hey.
Hey DJ.
Hey, how you doing, buddy?
Good. Dinosaur. That one.
Hold on, let me make you big so you can show your dinosaur.
This ain't Friday. This just kills. They don't add something good. Right?
Riptide.
What's his name? What's the dinosaur's name?
Green. I named I named him Green. I named him Mike. His name is I. This is Blue.
Those are nice.
I like that, man.
You know, dinosaurs didn't exist really.
Yeah, they were alive.
Listen to Uncle Linx.
Dinosaurs.
you see, the Earth is flat.
Dinosaurs didn't exist. They just feed that into you, so you don't know the truth.
No, but you know whose kid that is, and you know he'll have an argument.
I know.
He stopped and turned around and he said, "You know, the dinosaurs were real."
It was a long time ago.
I don't know if this is true, but so I don't know if this is true. So you know, like all the dinosaurs, so there. I don't think a complete dinosaur exists. Everything that you see in the in the museum. They might have like a femur, some ribs, a half of a skull, and then they whatever, right?
I know it's a lot less than what you think.
Yeah.
that-
So it's
there are complete dinosaurs, and then there's a lot that are not complete that they have
The
to.
fucking fossils. There's no real goddamn bones, boys. So that's where we fucked
I
up.
don't think anyone's saying that. It's like when they find fossils, Biggie, they're not finding complete intact whole dinosaur fossils. They find some in different stages. You might find just pieces of a head. You might find just some legs.
yeah.
There's every now and then you get lucky and you find like a large percentage of what remains of a dinosaur. You know, when they die, they decompose. They are fed on by other stuff, and all kinds of environmental things happen. But there are some that they find in really good tact, and that's how they're able to extrapolate the rest of a dinosaur when they find pieces of other ones. Like, oh, this is a bone from this one because we have a large percentage of it, so we can now, based on the size of this bone, create the rest of it to really show it off.
Mhm. I know now. This is where we spiral. Did
That's
you
where I go down the rabbit hole.
did you see the article about how they found like cooked fish or something?
How
So
long ago?
this was like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. So apparently humans started cooking their food, let's say 150,000 years ago.
That's
Right.
what they thought.
They started cooking their food 150, whatever. So they found like fish bone and fish teeth, and they were not burnt, so they were cooked at a controlled temperature. So they were like, oh snap, this was cooked at a controlled temperature. That means this person cooked this over an open flame and controlled the flame and all that other jazz. And it dates back to when humans started cooking their food 750,000 years, which is
Mhm.
insane. Ignacio, we can't talk about Do a Power Bomb, Ignacio. I haven't read it.
What?
I cried.
No,
Ignacio.
please, you want me to? I'll walk out the door and just text me when you want me to come back in.
No.
I didn't. I had to work late on Wednesday, and I had to work late yesterday, and then today I was just so tired I didn't go get my books. I'm gonna go get
You're in for a treat because I'm sitting there and like by the time I'm done with it, just like I'm like looking down at the book, just kind of stuck and just like one teardrop.
It's the
like,
conclusion, right?
Yeah, like it was just such a good complete story. Like I just felt like the chills they didn't start down my spine, like started in my chest and went out. And I was like, wow.
Biggie
Like,
Shaq, you need to redo a Powerbomb, man, because I know you like the wrestling, and I know you're anti-indie, anti-modern. If Jack Kirby didn't draw it, you're not fucking with it. Yo, fantastic story.
Did I read that already? I don't know if I read that or not. don't think
Uh,
Did you send it to me? I got Crimson Cage.
no, Crimson Cage, which I thought was
Yeah,
good too.
I haven't read Powerbomb yet.
and this is like, even though like it's a like its setting is a wrestling event, it's not like it's like
it has nothing to do.
this comic book story first and foremost by
Yeah.
Daniel Warren Johnson. You know, it's an intense, personal, character driven story that just happens to be with wrestlers.
The art is kinetic, where you feel like you're
Every motion, yeah. And back to DJ and this crazy history stuff. Like today on my morning hangout, I was taking Finn to school, and they started talking about like early people and places kind of thing, like lineages of people, like where they all come from. And it was driving me mad because Lady Fantastic was on there, and she was making comments based off the old model that's been proven false, the Clovis First model in the Americas, with people walking over on the land bridge, which is that's why they're Native Americans. They were the first people here. They want no, that's absolutely ridiculously false. And you can go to the Smithsonian, which is the Smithsonian. God, I can't even say it. Which is like
It's in the Smithsonian.
which is like a highly decorated scientific
Timestamp 1 hour 15 minutes.
which is like a perfect
Smithsonian.
example of a reputable source. And even they will sit there and show you where they have absolute definitive facts that people were not only here like 10, 20,000 years before the Paleo Indians, but people were coming here by boat.
Yep.
20,000 years before the Paleo Indians. And then she even referenced a book, which is a great book and everything. Like I've looked it up and like hadn't read the whole thing, just looked at what I was talking about, but it's from 20 years ago, over 20 years ago. So it's pretty much theoretical history book. Everything that they're even theorizing is based off of models that are now proven false.
Welcome back,
So
TM Nerdy. Welcome back, brother. Good to have you back in the fold. Thank you.
Welcome back.
So that's to your point, like how that paper just came out like 2 days ago. That's like one of the most interesting things about history and where it stands right now, because we're just now starting to get to the point where we're looking far enough back to challenge like the established model for the past 3 decades. And most of the archaeology that you do beyond that point is underwater at this point, which they're just now even starting to think about moving to that point.
Ladies and gentlemen, literally the only show where you can get comic book talk, movie talk, wrestling talk, random Graham Hancock, early human ancient civilization theories. Rock, what's the show where you can get the stuff?
In the mix.
Seems
In the
like
Legion of Comics community hangout.
you leave that for your show, sir. Yo, big shout out to TM Nerdy. Rejoining the Linx Squad, brother. Thank you, man. Thank you. Big shout out. I gotta get you some new stickers. Do Linx Squad members get their own Bon Jovi t-shirts? That's a good question. That's a good question.
I know that before I was a Linx Squad member, I didn't have one. But now that I am, I do.
Came in his welcome pack.
Yeah, that everybody's gonna get Bon Jovi t-shirts. I'm waiting for the new MCU to kick off with Jesus Christ, the first Avenger. RA is crazy. RA.
That's the exciting part is Avengers is going to have a 2-part movie like Gauntlet was, and it's Avengers versus Kang Dynasty, and then it's Avengers Secret Wars. That's going to finish it all off.
Who's on the roster?
I could see them changing that though. So just like when Infinity War was first announced, it was Avengers and it wasn't what it ended up being, right?
I think it was.
I think they called it Infinity War Part 1 and Part 2, and then they changed the name of Endgame. They were keeping that in wraps. They didn't announce the name of Endgame until after Doctor Strange said it in Infinity War.
I remember how big of a thing that was, trying to figure out what the name was.
I know from that picture with the ladder and all that stuff, the black and white photo. Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna do the next rounds of giveaways. We're gonna pick some books. Just do
another giveaway.
Yeah, I'm trying to get rid of all this stuff, man. Hashtag boom. Yo, I don't even have stupid mailers. You know what? I might have to just fill somebody's box. Ladies and gentlemen, put hashtag boom in the chat. We're going to do 2 rounds of giveaways. Hashtag boom. Here comes the boom. Here comes the boom. Here comes the boom.
Good luck. Can we see that trophy at some point in time, Mr. DJ Linx?
This one for best unboxing video or series?
Yes, I would very much enjoy looking at that new trophy.
While we get those things, let me see if I can open this glass case without damaging anything.
Hey, will we get a room tour before the new room is done?
What do you mean?
Like, do we get a full scope of the Linx studio before the custom shelves are built and we move?
Oh, before and after. Yeah, we want to see the remodel.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna do like I'll record everything and do like a time lapse and stuff like that.
Nice.
Of course, Linx Squad members will probably see that stuff first. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, we are gonna draw. We're gonna do 2 names. We're gonna do the same thing, 10 books. Here we go.
Good luck, boys.
Yes. Good luck to all.
Evil Mike.
Yeah.
Congrats, Mike.
Congrats, dude. All right, so leave that there. All right, we're just gonna pull random 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You know what's funny? And I'm gonna keep going.
8,
7,
9. I'm gonna go back to the front. 10, 11. So we're doing 11 now.
So
when is?
In
Go ahead.
each pull, you've had one book with a cardboard colored back, and you've also had one with a yellow post-it note on the back.
So, when are you coming back for the Friday after the next Friday movie, sir?
What?
You're Craig.
Oh, because my shirt?
Yeah.
That took me a second too.
We got Superman, Action Comics 714.
Dope cover.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah.
Dynamic Classics, some Batman goodness right there.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, nice. I believe this is House of Slaughter number 2 or 3, Virgin variant.
Ooh.
Which is Firestar.
Nice.
Another Black Adam. Black Adam. Oh no, this is Justice League of America 7.4 when the villains took over. Black Adam. That's the lenticular.
The lentiki.
Paul Dunn's favorite book.
Oh, that's a fucking good one, dude.
Man Thing Volume 2, Issue 1.
Newsstand.
It's a great cover, man. Golly.
I just recently sold mine to Becker.
How did that make it in the box?
Damn.
I think this is a Red Sonia or something. Sketch variant.
Oh, those things are usually worth a lot of money, dude.
Frank Cho.
Yeah. I don't know how that made it in the box.
Red Sonias.
Kazar number 3.
Kazar.
Oh, fuck yeah. I love Kazar.
Kazar.
Namor.
Basilisk.
Namor. Kazar.
Clearly, I wasn't feeling Basilisk. This Awesome Hulk.
Oh, J. Scott.
Oh shit, this is dope. I believe this is a Vampirella, but look at that cover, man. Yeah,
So
nip action going on.
Hashtag wet.
Menstruation version.
Jesus Christ, he said the menstruation version.
God damn, Nick.
Holy shit.
You
All
filling
right,
in for Tyler tonight, Nick?
So what?
You're really helping fill in for Tyler tonight, I see.
Yeah.
We are gonna draw one more. Where the hell's my cursor? There we go. All right.
Come on, Ignacio.
I'm gonna send that shit to you. TM Nerdy, awesome. TM Nerdy. Congrats, brother. Let me I was gonna put draw again. Let me get rid of this. Congrats, TM Nerdy. What do we got? Let's do 1, 2.
That one's got writing on the back.
3,
That's that Spider-Man booth.
4, 5,
Cardboard.
6.
Come on, yellow label. Come on, yellow label.
8, 9, 10. TM Nerdy, since rejoining the Linx Squad, I am going to let you pick from this special books in the back.
Number between
4. Pick number 4.
Between 1 and 8. Number between 1 and 8. They're not all special books.
Number 4.
TM Nerdy, number between 1 and 8, sir.
Hey, number 9.
4. Number
See what
4.
happens.
Number 4.
Yeah, he called me Craig.
TM has just left.
That was a good one, Nick.
I'm good, bro.
No, I said you called me Craig. That was a good one. He says number 3.
3.
Something good. Number 3.
And then show him what would have been number 4.
Oh, number 4 would have been dope. All right, so
He said number 4 would have been dope.
what do you got? You got a strange number
Just
4.
strange.
Hey, another Black Adam. That's a lovely Perillo right there.
Perillo exclusive. That thing's fire.
Absolute Comics number 2. What is this? White Widow?
Yeah.
I don't read porn.
Oh, I got a new cover that I got to show y'all.
Black Adam number 1, another variant. I don't know who did this one. So you got 2 Black Adams right there. Superior Spider-Man number 31.
Nice.
I
wish his leg was longer on that cover.
I hate these covers, by the way. What the hell is that? Jesus. That's like, the old school Kung Fu movies where they just like. Hey, Frankenstein Monster number 12.
Nice.
Okay.
12.
Omega Man number 3. No, not number 3. What am I talking about?
First, whoa.
Oops. Secret Invasion, The Mighty Avengers number 7. Bombshells, whatever, number 5.
Those are awesome covers.
Gold Digger number 7. You ain't messing with no gold diggers, whatever. Number 77.
Nice.
And then from the Secret Stash, number 2, this Dr. Doom.
Ooh.
Should we just get rid of the box or
Go for it.
What do we do? What do we do right now?
Wait, you're giving away the actual box?
Do we have
The
an
box
in the
itself for the books, because I'll take the box over
Yeah,
the 11
yeah,
books
sure.
so far.
do we have it in the mix next week?
Yeah, we got it.
He's got another
Save
box
it.
for that one, Remy.
Save it.
Remy, you want me to save it?
Yeah. You
People
need
in the
to
chat,
save it.
Remy says save it for next week. I don't know. Do we listen to Remy or do we just give out the whole thing? ¿Qué dice público?
What do you say?
No,
I was gonna
Francisco.
say, like anybody's gonna be like, yeah, we'll wait.
Yeah, yeah.
If I've ever seen
I
one.
think Remy's got it together. He could fucking answer for us.
We got two bundles left. What do we do? What do we do? Shut up, Remy.
Give it away.
Let me just count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
Sparty says, "Shut up, Remy."
11, 12,
I just
13,
figure you spread it out a little
15,
bit. That's all.
16,
I feel you,
17,
Doug.
You got
18, 19, 20,
6
20.
things you're sending out already.
You're fucking savage.
We're just gonna split this down the middle.
Yeah,
Boom.
everyone's telling Remy to shut up in the chat.
Shut up.
We gave away one price tonight. I milked it for 2 hours. Fucking like this. Fucking
Nah,
sending them out, brother.
no, I'm just gonna
TM
make
wants to
sure
know what number 4 was.
what number 4
You'll
was.
never know, TM. You'll never
What was
know.
number 4.
You have to win. You have to win another one.
Number 4 is for closers.
TM, number 4 is on your pile. You'll find out when you get it.
No,
Oh,
you don't get to
no.
see. Oh.
Nope, that's just for TM.
God damn it!
All right, so we're gonna go back, give away
It was
the.
a power. It was a power hour number 1.
You know what? Let's go
You owe
back.
me one, TM.
Hey,
Everyone wants to
oh,
shit on Remy. I got you number 4, brother.
Don't look at my browser history. Hashtag Linx Squad for the last one. So we're gonna draw 2 winners from this one with these books that I have here. Oh, why am I in that view? What the hell? I don't want that view. That's a stupid view. How do we do that? How do we make it
And
full
it's
screen?
links with an I, right?
How do we do this? I want to do this. Okay, so this, and then now you can see me, right? Yeah, links with an I, not with a Y. Damn, CGC. We're gonna draw 2 winners. Boom. There we go.
That's in Sarasota now, or you still got it?
No, it's in Sarasota. Yeah, I'm hoping
Did y'all see that Spider-Man exclusive Jane just put up? God damn.
Yo, am I sharing my screen?
No,
No,
I'm not sharing my screen. What am I doing?
we're not sure, bro.
All right, let's try this again. Hold on. I suck.
I'm in for the trade and virgin on that mother jammer.
That's not getting there.
All right, let's try this again.
Said it goes on sale Saturday or something.
Sunday, I thought it was.
Sunday, yeah.
Sunday,
Yes.
Sunday.
His last Ronin went on sale today. I had to pick that up. That thing was cool.
Raceway Park.
Englishtown, New Jersey.
Hells yeah. All right, hashtag Link Squad. We're at 21.
Fucking Andrew. Andrew looking to stir the pot.
What is Andrew saying?
He wants to know if there's any WNBA news.
Yeah, I heard they made a blockbuster trade.
Yeah, don't make Propel come out my nose.
Oh shit!
Oh, shit. Yeah. All right. No
I'm
comment.
taking my talents to the gulag. All right, we're at 21 entries. We're gonna do 2 draws. The first winner, you tell me if you want pile number 1 or pile number 2. Number 1 is the pile closest to me. Number 2 is the pile furthest away. So we're going to draw.
Hey, if I happen to win, can I trade all those books for book number 4?
The new book number 4?
No. Ah!
Legion of Comics. Number 1 and number 2.
What's the question? I'm sorry, I was talking to Monkey.
Do you want pile number 1 or pile number 2?
I'll take either one.
Oh,
Way to be.
No, I'm gonna let DJ pick. That way, if it sucks, it's not on me.
All right, I'm gonna give you this one right here.
I like that one. I like that.
How about this? Before I even show you what's in pile number 1,
Okay.
do you want 1 book from the back in place of pile number 1?
Yeah, absolutely. That sounds good. Because I've seen what's in these other piles.
Final answer.
Yeah, just don't do me dirty. Yeah, give me one good book and don't do me dirty.
Oh shit.
Take backs.
Hey, not
First
bad.
appearance of Weapon X.
Nice.
He wants the pile.
Give me the fucking pile.
Who
Better
turned
take
down
that
first
shit.
appearance of Weapon X? Okay. You said you wanted it?
Just throw that in the pile, DJ.
Keep the Wolverine.
No, you can't. You can't have both, dude. You can't have both. So you
You had an option. You had an
no,
option.
you had an
Give
option.
it
You
to
blew it.
TM.
He said
Give it to
F
TM.
the first appearance of Weapon X. He'd rather have Bart Simpson,
It was a
Desert
fucking bad
Delinquent,
decision. It was a
Trash.
fucking bad-
Yeah, I wouldn't keep the Weapon X one anyways.
Captain America. Hold on, let me make myself big so I can just show
Really
off the
big.
crap that you
Crappy
the
book.
crap that you won.
Oh,
Captain
hell
America,
yeah, the Infinity Annual.
trash.
Poor
Another
Volvo.
Captain America.
Hey, that's
trash.
John Henry Jr.
See, what I did is I just jumped on a sword for the Link Squad.
There you go.
They didn't get stuck with
Happy
the
with the next one.
That's actually nice. It looks like a legal burning
Oh,
cover.
that's cool.
yeah, early new Avengers. got 'em.
Suicide Squad 14.
Yeah, that was a fun issue.
This Batman Arkham Knight thing. That's pretty cool.
Nice.
New Avengers. Thor 13. All new Wolverine number 18.
These are great.
Amazing Adventures featuring the Beast.
Is that the first?
Okay.
He's fighting the
Future
Juggernaut.
Future State Teen Titans 1.
First Red X.
First
What?
Red X.
No,
First
what?
Red X.
Yeah.
You motherfucking.
What? First Red X? Love Town double signed
I've been there.
by the Yarnton. Oh shit. Soulstream. I think this is a second print Comic Tom exclusive.
Keep
and
it.
then $20.99. All right, Lee.
Yeah,
That's
that's
cool.
pretty cool stuff. Yeah, it's pretty cool stuff.
That's
I'm not
your
mad
pile.
at
I would like to prize gift those to Biggie.
Oh, I do like that one. That Beast. That shit
It's
was
on the
raw.
pile, Biggie. The Wolverine Weapon X. Boom. There you go.
Yes. Fuck yeah.
Mark for
I'm
being so
gonna keep all
generous.
those too. They're not going nowhere.
DJ just wants to get his shit out the door.
Yeah, I'm just like,
Yeah.
oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Much more. 30 more books.
Yo, what the hell? All right, so here's what we're gonna do. Yo, the next person is getting everything. Yo, what the hell? And then let me see what's in the back. Hold on.
If I win, I'll give it to Nick.
Yeah, show those books off first. Let's see.
What should I do here?
Yeah, now at this point, seeing how much there is, I say just wait till next week.
Yeah.
I'm in a giving mood.
Go spend time with your wife then.
Jesus Christ.
Next person wins everything.
Wow.
We don't want to see what's in the pile, but show us the small pile. We don't need to see every book
All
in
right,
the
the
other
small
pile.
pile. This
Yeah.
Ice Cream Man.
That's pretty cool.
Nice.
That's a fantastic cover.
Yeah, it reminds me of Creep Show.
Moon Knight
Oh.
7, Raza.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Fantastic. This awesome Punisher.
Nice.
Oh,
It's cool. Not a lot of value there, but still
it's an
dope.
homage.
This Ice Cream Man, super fire.
Nice.
This is 222.
Oh,
This is the second meeting of Sabretooth and Wolverine.
Very cool.
Yeah, I think that's it. And then the other stuff, I'm not going to even go through the pile, but the next
Yeah.
person is going to win this
You're getting
entire.
a giant pile of books.
Yeah, you're
And
getting
then-
a giant
And the
pile.
second winner wins the BCW box right there.
No, I'm keeping that. I'm keeping
Oh, come on, man.
that. So we're not going to do a draw from there. We're gonna do it all over. And we are going to do, ladies and gentlemen, hashtag, you know what? It worked the first time.
free
Free
books.
books. Hashtag
Free these books.
free books.
Yo, go subscribe to Comic Vet and Robert Class Stacks too if y'all ain't subscribed.
Robert, that's next.
Yeah, definitely go subscribe to those guys. Those are my guys. They're both on the cusp of 1,000 subs.
Yeah, they're getting there.
Big
Nice.
shout out to those dudes. We are at 11 entries. Yo, it is hot as balls up in this piece.
And Cookie Monster too. Sans.
Yeah, Sands is the man. Doing free books. So all these books I got. This is the stuff. You probably, obviously, if you watch the channel, you see I got a lot of this stuff from my latest round of mystery boxes. I couldn't put them away, and I'm trying to move all this stuff, and they were just in the way. So I was just like, yeah, I'm just gonna get rid of them because I need this box. Yeah. Oof, it's hot. While we wait, did you guys see that Last of Us trailer?
Ooh,
Really good.
That's got to be one I watch week to week because I just got to know. I can't wait.
100%. By far, just from the trailer, that is already the greatest video game adaptation onto the screen. Without
Have you played the game?
The first game is one of my favorite games of all time. It is the first game where I think I shed a tear playing a video game.
Yo, that story was amazing.
Yeah, and seeing the trailer, like, oh, that's from the beginning. Oh, that's from when they're right there. Oh, that's this. Oh, that's the cannibal dude. It's like, yeah. Fantastic, dude.
Yes.
We are going to draw for this giant pile of books. That's a big ass pile of books. So here we go in 3, 2,
1. That's a lot of books.
It's so real, Kelly.
Yay!
Congratulations.
Link Squad of Jace. What are we gonna do? We're just gonna put these back in here. Let me just put them in with.
Congrats on winning the BCW box, Kelly.
No. The labyrinth is this way. Yo, shit. Last of Us trailer. That's what we were talking about, right? Oh shit, it's hot. That was exciting, giving away all those books. Jesus.
That was awesome.
Congrats to everybody that got some
That's
books.
cool,
Oh,
DJ.
but you want to see this thing, right? So
Fuck
this is
yeah.
the award. Let me just make myself big. I don't know. You're gonna be able to tell. What's the best way to? I don't know if that helps.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's cool. It got the little light feature. Came with batteries, so big shout out to Brian for including batteries. Has the CBCA logo up at the top. Best unboxing video or series. That is in the category 1,000 to 5,000 subs. And it's your boy, DJ Linx. It's pretty cool, man. It's actually really, really cool. Last of Us trailer. I'm super excited for The Last of Us. Like, beyond excited for that. I think, even though I'm not a fan of the actress that's playing Ellie.
Oh, it's the girl from Game of Thrones, isn't it?
Yeah, the little Mormont girl. Yeah. So Black Adam 2 more than likely not moving forward. That's what the rumor mill is saying. Because it underperformed at the box office, which I have a more discussion-based top question. And then the speculation is, or the rumor mill is saying, that WB is not happy with The Rock constantly saying it was him that brought Henry Cavill back into the fold. It was him that's leading the charge for DC, and he's making people think that he has more power than what he actually does, and they're tired of it. Did you guys hear about this? What do you think? What do you think, Remy Q?
It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. All I've heard is that, I mean, The Rock sold the movie. It was awesome. Who cares? Somebody's got an ego problem. They're like, oh, man, it sucks. We made a good movie that everybody liked.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Who cares?
So
Who
first of
cares who said who did it? It could have been Joe Blow down the street. Nobody's ever heard of him. And he's like, oh, yeah, I created the idea. That dude's awesome. Who cares? You sold the movie.
Shout out to Joe Blow.
I'm gonna get this in, but I got to roll, DJ. If that's all right, let me share my thought on that.
Of course.
Okay, so before I go, he's a wrestler, Doug. So it's like he's probably just doing like old school promo stuff, trying to stir the crowd, saying Avengers suck. I did this, I did that. So I am fully supportive of him. It's better than him not saying anything. But thank you guys. This is fantastic. I hope to come back soon. I consider myself a part of this show, The Mix, because I like the rap battles, and I've been here a couple times too. But thank you, DJ.
In the mix.
In the mix, man.
In the mix. Thank
What
you for
episode
joining
is this?
me.
30?
Huh?
50?
71.
71. Good Lord.
Yeah,
All right,
no,
guys.
Thank you for joining
Awesome,
on a
Big.
short notice. I was just like, you know what? I haven't talked to Biggie Shack in a long
I'm
time.
very grateful. Thank you
Good
so
seeing
much.
you, bro.
Awesome having you.
See you soon, brother. Big shout out to Biggie Shack. Biggie Shack, the Dawn, the God. Biggie Shack. Nick, what are your thoughts on The Rock and his
I think it's a complete shit show over there in DC right now, and they need to just. Yeah, I don't think cleaning house is a bad idea. Even though The Rock is The Rock, I don't think it performed as they wanted. I think for them to see it as a profit, they need to make at least mid 9 figures on a movie.
okay, so
A couple $100 million.
Okay, I didn't know if you were counting the half or not.
oh shit.
Love you, Nick.
A mix.
Oh my god.
Fucking guy's got a Bon Jovi shirt. He thinks he's fucking stealing money. What the fuck? Yeah, okay. So yeah. I'm all for at this point. I mean, they don't know what they're doing. Just clean house and just start over again. Can't be any worse than what's going on right now.
Yeah. So you said about they don't see a profit unless they make mid 6.5 figures. And
Figures, not
immediately-
fingers, not fingers. Figures.
I said figures. And immediately I saw Mark roll his eyes. And I think Mark and I are on the same page because, you know, what defines a box office failure? If the movie is on pace to profit, let's say up to $80 million, why is that considered a failure? Just throwing it out there. Like, for me, any profit is a profit. What do you think, Mark?
To your last question or this one?
I don't know what I was talking about. What do you consider whatever I said?
All right. Well, first, The Rock did bring Henry Cavill back. He never stole that glory. Him, Hiram, and Danny Garcia all did that together. The old guard never wanted Cavill back. They were actively fighting against having Cavill back. That's known. So that was The Rock. And the old guard can go eat shit and bark at the moon for all any actual DC movie fans really care. They saw what The Rock did. And as far as the new guard coming in and the potential Black Adam, that's up in the air. There's no way that they're not heavily considering how do we keep The Rock. It's the fucking Rock. There's no way in hell after that they're not looking at what to do next. And all of it, James Gunn put out like a lot of what the rumor mill saying is true. A lot isn't true. A lot we don't know. Mm-hmm. And the fact to think that The Rock isn't in their plans is fucking just ridiculous in my mind. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. In terms of DC being a shit show right now, absolutely not. DC just had their most successful year in a fucking decade, and now they have two creatives coming in to get the helmet and steer it in the right direction. What we're seeing is not a shit show. What we're seeing is a perfectly oiled machine doing what it needs to do to perform that task. So this is everything that we talked about weeks ago to expect to see. We're seeing it. So it's not a shit show. It's exactly what we even talked about was going to happen. It's going to get like the storm that's going to hit going into what comes next. That's inevitable. That's part of the process of steering a ship. You know, you've had multiple ships going different directions. They got to pull in who they're going to keep. So I think that this is exactly what we should hope to see from a company trying to do exactly what they're promising the fans are going to do for us. This is what it looks like for them to work for us. I get what Nick's saying. It is chaotic sounding and looking and all that, but what they're doing is taking chaos and they're fighting it back into order, really, in all reality. Now, in terms of a movie flopping, that's subjective definitions. A box office flop is something that doesn't turn a profit within the first couple weeks of its theatrical run. Now, in terms of a movie being a flop, that's fucking subjective as hell. Donnie Darko did nothing at the box office, and that movie's still making money. There's countless films like that out there. They're like Fight Club, box office flop. People still quote that movie every fucking day somewhere, like those were box office flops, massive flops that ended up making that company money forever. Still merchandising, still making stuff for it, still getting paid to run on television programs. So in terms of Black Adam, it didn't perform at the box office like they wanted it to. But then you have James Gunn, who's gone on interviews and said he understands what he walked into, and he understands this is a fractured company that he's rebuilding. So to think that the studio is not expecting this kind of reaction, this kind of turnout, these kind of numbers, especially with this weird post-COVID world we're living in, where people are waiting for it just to stream with like this 2-month window from theater to home viewing. They know all this shit. They're expecting these numbers, and they're adjusting for what it looks like for the industry itself moving forward. Where do we make up those box office numbers? China's bailed out on everybody. The Russian film market's bailed out. They're not playing Marvel or DC movies anymore. And that was like fucking 40% of your box office take right there. Like your overall world box office take. So they're adjusting for all of this. These numbers are representative of what we're dealing with now, not what was before.
Ladies and gentlemen, you just saw Mark tell Nick to go fuck himself in the most
In real time.
passionate way possible. Jesus Christ, sir. No, I 1,000.
I'm sorry. What do you say?
Oh shit. Yeah, we can move on to the next topic. There's like no retort. There's no nothing. Sir.
I mean, can I retort? I mean, I can retort if I
retort, please.
All right. Well, I mean, if you
allow me to retort, you have to say
if you have a person who is grooming people, choking chicks as one of your main stars and one of your 10 poles in your next movie. You have a renowned director saying, giving definitions of what a true story arc should be. You have somebody who the fans want back in, and all of a sudden he's back out.
Is he out?
Is he in?
No. Pushkin.
I mean, for me,
Holmes.
They can have the best year they've had, but you also have people starving to go back to the theaters, and you have the name recognition of The Rock. People are going to go see that movie for sure. That could contribute. That doesn't necessarily have to be a great product, but people know and love The Rock, so they'll go see it.
Yeah, so even with that being considered a failure, I wouldn't consider it a failure. I would consider it disappointing. It's still like The Rock's biggest grossing film, right?
He led in. And to Becker's point, I'm not referring to DC when I'm talking about this stuff. This is the movie industry. Marvel is having the same issues. James Gunn, Roland Emmerich, Quentin Tarantino are all coming out talking about the industry and what it looks like right now. This has nothing to do with like the return of box office numbers for just DC or just Marvel. It's the entire
industry overall.
Is nothing like it was in 2019. It is a completely different animal with the introduction of Disney Plus, HBO Max, this fast to streaming services, buy digital 1 month later, release on your platform, then release physical sales. They're trying to find the new format to get that. It's like a 1 year projected profit margin they're kind of looking at right now. Where it used to be they're guaranteed just to turn and burn at the box office and everything else is gravy. It isn't like that anymore. That's not what movies are. That's not how they're consumed anymore. We're not beholden to the box office and then wait 6 months later to buy it on disc and then wait a year later to get to watch it on television. It just doesn't look like that anymore.
Yeah. And real quick, not to deviate away from the conversation, I just want to address Miss So because she's going to head out. Quick question before everyone heads out. How are you guys feeling about the AI art out there right now? And do you think it will have a negative impact on comics? So I see it on my feed all day. Is everybody's putting up the AI art from these apps. And the person with that, I don't really care for it. But for me, I forgot what the name of the comic was called. Was it called Adaption or something that was released a few weeks ago? That the entire thing was AI art. I think that was good for like a gimmick thing, but for like for the long run, for that to do, yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I don't AI. I think AI art just in and of itself, AI creating anything. Like I get it, you want AI to work in the factories, but I'm not for it. Like I've seen Terminator, I know what happens at the end of this movie, so I don't even know why they keep.
And Matrix, the inevitable conclusion. Yeah, like
Yeah. What do you think, Remy? Cute?
Terminator,
cute.
Matrix.
Yo, Remy's like done. I feel you, dog. I feel you. Yo, Roger, what is going on, brother? Thank you for being here, sir. Abolition, that was the name of it. Yo, that shit looks Abolition of Man. That shit looks scary as hell. And my LCS was sold out of it. Thank you, Mark and Linx, for the generosity. Thank you, Big, for misspelling my name. I appreciate that, sir.
Yeah, I think
you spelled it correctly. Yeah,
it's weird to have a robot take the creative side.
Yes.
I know it's like the question is about how it will affect comics, but I'm just saying from like I don't know, a life perspective, that's just kind of weird. Like robots doing work for people is one thing, but now you're taking over people's creativity. Like that's like,
yeah. And it's really a lack of creativity when they haven't even put a pin in a robot's hand to do it yet. It's all just programmed digital art. If you want me to be impressed, you put a pin in a robot's hand and let him draw. Then we'll get somewhere.
Nah, I don't even like that because next thing you know, the robot is going to draw a picture. Of it's going to say, guess who I'm going to kill? And you're going to read it. And he's going to go, you, and then stab you in the neck.
Yeah, that's probably.
Yeah.
It sounds like you're describing a printer to me. I mean, I don't sounds like a printer to me.
Oh, shit.
Maybe everything's just kicking in and that's where I'm at now. But yeah, I think you're talking about printers, bro.
Oh, shit. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, but in the end, it's going to be our fault anyway because we're the ones doing the programming. So,
yeah, and to that point, like you have like bare minimum, couple of people can do programming. It's almost like a search engine. Like you do the basic programming, and then you start adding more input and some more prompts to it over time, and it just naturally builds. But those couple of people that work on this one program can inevitably take the place of however many people deem to take the place of. Like I'll just use this program versus hiring an artist. Now there's a flip side of that. What if you're an indie creator and all you have to do is pay for a little program to draw your entire comic and it wouldn't exist otherwise? Well, fuck your book. You weren't meant to do comics.
I agree. It's just I don't know. It's just weird. Like, what if they program an AI to compose a symphony? And it's like, oh, that's what
Becker's comment. I heard the AI is already complaining that Matina referenced some of its work.
love affair continues.
Yeah, he loves Matina. It's crazy.
Yo, now I'm yawning. Oh shit.
Mike said some artists he heard are already trying to copyright sue.
Yeah,
Wouldn't they have to publish the art first?
Yeah, no, I saw that. I saw that on the gram that it was like a slideshow, and it was like, yeah, that they're stealing some whatever, some people's stuff. Theft is always wrong, and you know, whether it's what Remy disagrees.
No, it's just the way that where did that come from? We're talking about AI art. They like, yeah, theft. It's wrong. Just on a moral level, like just in case anybody out there didn't know, you shouldn't steal.
Look at TM's comment. You won't have an AI Clayton Crane in your wife.
Jesus Christ. Yo, right? Tell him, Mike. Tell him. I'm just not all like, you know, jokes and stuff. I'm handing out life lessons over here. Stealing is wrong.
Don't take my word for it.
Oh shit. Oh my god. Yo, I am fucking beat. Yo, that's all I have. Who are your favorite comedians? And the reason why I say this is I was like waiting for my wrong food to be delivered. I was just like, yo, let me watch this. Sebastian, what's his name?
Sebastian
Maniscalco.
Maniscalco.
Yo, I pressed play on his Netflix special. I think I was 10 minutes in, not one laugh, not one smirk, not one chuckle. That shit was the worst, and I shut it off.
Really?
I dislike more comedians than I enjoy. And the older I get, the worse it gets.
Yeah.
And I spend a lot of time watching comedy. I rewatch a lot of them over and over. But George Carlin, Chappelle, Bill Burr, Jim Jeffries, Anthony Jeselnik, there are some really damn good ones out there.
Louis C.K.
I'm not into his public masturbation thing, but I don't knock him for it. Do you, homie? But his stand-ups are awesome.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with a little public,
I mean, like, couldn't the other person have just walked out of the room if they wanted to? Also, you know what I mean?
I think he has permission first too. Not to say that this is what I heard on the rumor mill.
He's blocking the door, just jerking.
Hey,
You're not getting out.
Whacking on the knob.
Ladies and gentlemen, the views expressed by some of the members of the panel don't necessarily reflect those of the channel. Yo, but anyway, I say that just to say that Sebastian Maniscalco shit was terrible.
I thought it was good. I liked them.
Really? Remy, I'm surprised.
Maniscalco, yeah.
It wasn't for me. And then he looked super short. Like with the tuxedo and then the big open, like
I think it's like his fourth or fifth Netflix special. And yeah, I've been all in.
Ryan
not saying he's the best, but
Louis C.K. is a master of the craft. He clearly left out beta right there.
Well, it's dual craft.
That's right. Not to be confused with Minecraft. Jim Jeffries. Yo, you know who's the worst? The guy with the puppets.
Jeff Dunham.
Dunham.
Yeah,
he's like the most like profitable comedian or whatever.
He was like he had a really good run in the early 2000s. Like people were loving him. I don't understand why Ralphie May had like a weird little pop. I don't give like he's not funny to me. What's the dude's name? Fluffy or something? Like God,
he is not funny at all.
Not one fucking bit.
Not funny.
Like George Lopez. George Lopez is pretty funny. Like especially as he's gotten older, because like he starts like comedians like change over time. Like if you follow him, like someone like Bill Burr has been doing it for so long. You go from him being a single bachelor to him like buying dogs because he doesn't have kids. He's not married. Him getting married. Him getting rid of dogs because you follow their life and their humor changes. And it's like that's the best way to find a comedian that like grows as you're growing as well. And George Lopez is one of those ones like that. Even though he's a little bit older than me, you can follow his stuff and it just gets better because it's like you get to know him. It's really good. You know what's funny?
His first comedy special, Why You Crying, is my favorite comedy special of all time.
Is it?
Yeah.
Whose one was that?
Joe Lopez was George Lopez, but he was like they call me in the hood, Joe Lopez. Prop comedy is the highest level of humor, probably too advanced for this crowd.
No, not at all.
Hey,
Theo Vaughn,
Theo
Vaughn is hilarious, and that's God. Like Theo Vaughn is fucking hilarious.
I enjoy a good prop.
Theo Vaughn's best stuff though that he does, hands down, is on his podcast or when he's just chilling because that dude is 100% himself, like on stage or on interviews. He's hilarious.
Yeah, not to Carrot Top is my favorite comedian of all time.
Before the steroids or after?
Dude, after the steroids is a dramatic difference.
Dramatic.
That was really
crazy.
I was like, is this fake? And then it was like, no, that's
like, hi, I'm Carrot Top.
I'm playing Carrot Top.
What? When did you decide to do that?
I want to say Chappelle is my favorite comedian, but I think he's transcended that word.
Yeah, like
for him, I want to hear him give me a story or tie something to that's going to be very thought provoking. As you said, Bill Burr for me is hilarious because I relate to him. But
I think Chappelle was like this generation's George Carlin.
For
like
sure.
where it just transcends comedy. Like it's funny, but if you don't walk away from that shit like with your IQ raised, you didn't pay attention at all.
For sure. And being the sarcastic guy, for me, I like,
Hey,
Segura, Andrew Dice. But for me, it's like the one guy who could tell a joke, whose special still makes me laugh to this day. Eddie Murphy, Delirious, hands down the top for me. And he's just telling stories.
Hamburgers.
He's just telling jokes and just crack me up.
Was it Delirious or Raw where he talks about that this ain't McDonald's? This mom would make him hamburgers with the fucking onions in it.
That was Raw, I think.
I saw the one with the cop car. Wee.
They're funny. They're a little bit for their time, but a lot of it's still today.
Yeah, no, I saw about
the no one said Richard Pryor. Like that's
yeah. Evil just said Richard Pryor.
Oh yeah.
Who did I watch recently? And I was just like, what am I watching? Neil Brennan. So Chappelle's writing partner from the Chappelle Show. So both of blocks and 3 microphones on Netflix.
Three mics is incredible.
Yo, I was just like, what the hell? So you got the one-liners, which I love, the regular stand-up routine, and then him just talking about his life. And it was just, I was like, what? And just from an emotional, like gut punch perspective, it was like, I've never seen anything like that. RA says Arnold Schwarzenegger is my favorite comedian.
I watched Jingle All the Way with the kids last night. That's a good
chill out.
I wonder what Gary's favorite comedian is.
Gary Duff?
Yeah, Gary Duff.
His favorite comedian has to be Jeff Dunham or whatever, not whatever the puppet guy. Because that shit is whack. Fucking whatever. Yeah, and then we're gonna get out of here. But we're talking about telling stories and stuff, and this. I just remembered this. So last Friday, no, not Friday, Sunday, I go to get my haircut, right? So big shout out to my barber. Go to get my haircut, and then we were talking about somebody that we both knew, a woman that we both knew that recently passed away, like a friend of ours, where we grew up from the old neighborhood. And she was a little bit older than me, and she was like my brother's age. But every time she saw me in the street, like she would like look out for me. She would take me to like if she was going to the music store, she'd be like, come with me, like on some little brother shit, whatever. So she passed last year. So then she left behind a 22-year-old kid. So then we're talking about her, and my boy, he used to like date her at one point. So then he's like, yo, you really don't know who your parents are until they pass on and you start going through their stuff, because you just know them as like mom and dad. So you don't know who your parents are until you start going through their stuff. And I was like, yo, that's true. Because when my dad passed, he kept journals and stuff. And he wrote down everything that he was thinking up from the point where my mom passed all the way up until he passed. He just wrote everything down, how he was feeling. You know, it was crazy. So I was telling him that I was like, yeah, my brother had his stuff, and I don't really like going through their stuff because I'm not like that. So he was like, yeah, I feel bad for her 22-year-old son. He's only 22, and he had to go and clean out her stuff. And I'm like laughing. He goes, yeah. I could imagine how he felt when he found her 16 dildos.
What? That's such a weird number, too. 16?
Yeah.
Yo, this was literally Sunday.
It's a box of dicks, exactly.
Dude,
Hey.
yo, I'm almost on the verge of tears telling him this shit about my dad and stuff. And then he's just like, yeah, when he finds her box of dildos. I was like, what? He's like, yo, she has 16, all shapes and sizes.
Miss so.
He pulls out a box. He's crying over old pictures. Then he pulls out another box.
Yo, what?
TM, whoa, TM, take it easy. Right, he's digging through her boxes. All of a sudden, he is. Zzz.
Yo, Jesus Christ! Yeah, that shit had me like. But if you would have just seen us up until that point, like it was so serious, and then all of a sudden it was just like, yeah, a box of dildos. I was just like, Jesus Christ, dude. But anyway, that's enough of me. You guys gonna go listen to R. Kelly's new album? Apparently, he recorded an album from prison or something.
That's a bootleg I heard too.
Is it?
Look at that. Andrew again.
Yeah, racist Andrew is crazy. Yo, TM Nerdy's wildin'. Yo, that's it for me, man. I don't know if you guys want to plug anything. Pause.
All right, nobody else wants to go. Can I go real quick?
Yeah. Let me make you big. Hold
No,
on.
you don't have to make me big.
I'm making you big. Oh yeah, Nick. Oh yeah.
Hey, seriously, I want to give a big shout out to the community. Unprovoked, they pushed me to 500 this week. It was a big thing, and just to see all the support for everybody, you know, with the posts and IG stuff. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. I mean, it's been almost 2 years already, and I didn't really think I needed you guys until I did. So I appreciate all the support, and thank you. Thank you for thinking of me, and thank you for getting me over that number, and the party shall soon come. Thank you, guys.
So you use us as the community.
We give away a box of dicks for his 500 giveaway. Y'all be on the lookout.
17. There will be 17, I said.
Oh, Jason Sides
Won't
is
be the
double.
first time Nick handled a box of dicks. I promise you that.
Jesus Christ, double headers.
Won't be the last.
Jesus Christ. But big congratulations on that, sir.
Thank you, sir.
I don't have anything to plug. Remy?
Can I show you the cool cover that I got?
Absolutely. Oh, yes,
Just
cool
real
cover.
quick. Yeah, real quick. It's a cool cover.
Hell yeah.
Shout out to SSCC on IG.
Beard's looking good, Ron.
Actually sent me 3 books. There was this.
Yes.
It's the gatefold. Nice.
It's the gatefold, yeah.
And then this.
Whoa. Hey,
Tyler.
Andrew?
And then this.
Oh, what the hell is that?
What the hell?
That's a real book?
And backstage, I'll peel the tape.
No. Go ahead. Peel it off. It's all right.
How is that a real book, though?
That's not a real book.
No, it's not a real book.
Is that an AI generated cover?
It's a cover, yeah. It's a AI generated cover.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you're about to see. If wangs and boobs offend you, please tune out now.
We just got. Oh, well.
It's sticky. The tape will come off. It's too stuck.
Might be a little extra adhesive there.
He's giving Catwoman to Louis C.K.
Wow.
So try
ladies
with my
and gentlemen,
teeth.
everybody that won books tonight, just give me some time to ship everything. It's a
Use
lot.
the power of John Bon Jovi to peel, Remy. Come on.
All right. All right, boobs. Yo, what the hell? Jesus Christ.
What?
So that's what he keeps in his utility belt.
There's a back cover too.
What's on the back cover? But you gotta warn us though, Remy.
You knew what was coming up.
I didn't know it was gonna be some
It definitely came up.
Wicked City like anime dick. Like Jesus Christ.
The tape didn't indicate what was there.
Oh Jesus. No.
It's perfect shape. All right. Those are the new books that I got.
Wow, Miss So that is a big bat. Yo, no warning, nothing. I wasn't anticipating that. What's on the back cover? No, you gotta show the back cover.
I'll show you guys the back cover. We can't show the back cover.
The chat wants to
that you can get away with. The back cover you can't get away with.
Full spread.
Jeez.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna get out of here so that we can see that back cover.
We're working on that hybrid on the back cover, huh?
Jesus Christ! What kind of outlaw comic book nonsense is this? Why is the number on the cover off center? Jesus Christ! So, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna get out of here, gentlemen. Thank you as always for making my Friday night chat. Thank you as always. I'm gonna leave you on a little bit of motivational. I got a video clip. It's one of my favorite motivational clips, and I'm not joking. It's my guy Ghostface Killer. So I'm gonna leave you on this note. Everyone, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Be safe, and as always, most importantly, spread love.
Spread love.
Yeah.
The Brooklyn way.
All right. Boom.
It's like, yo, man, just find yourself. Find yourself, man. And that's the jewel that I would just give to the people. Like, you know what I mean? Don't give up though. Because sometimes you might get discouraged and, you know, because God will put you through something so devious. You might lose your mother. You might lose your girl. You know what I mean? But you know what? He's bringing you through that to make you come out a better person. You know what I mean? Every disappointment is a blessing, but sometimes we be thinking like we got bad luck and this and that and the third, yo. And we bring a lot of that shit onto ourselves because you're not moving right. You know what I mean? But sometimes God will test you. You might lose your house and you might lose your food, hunger, and have you starving and shit. But you know what, man? This is what he had for you. That was up for you to still don't give up on that faith. Still move how you move, but move positively, and you'll escape that shit. Even if it take you fucking 2 or 3 years, man. You know what I mean? Don't just because for the time being, if you feeling like you fucked up in the game and you can't do nothing, it's like, yo, it's not over, man. You got tomorrow, you still living. As long as you breathing, he gave you another blessing and another chance, yo. And we always go through that shit. I go through rough times, mad times in a year. But you know what, man? It's all good, yo.